might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down. Round up, well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round up, well, that shit might fly in the city.
What to do with the business is, people? It's your boy That Way with Jack Travis to be precise, man. You know how we do, you know how we doing it. Back in the thing again, you understand me, man. Today, what is our topic of discussion? Over the river and through the woods, where will the grifters go? I say again, over the river and through the woods, where will the grifters go? All right. So now, you've all heard this term, grifters. But before I get into this whole little dissertation, this whole little spiel, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe to the content, man. Get me in this algorithm and we will go accordingly, as I always say. Now, back to the word grifters. There are many that fit this description, right? You know, in the last 8 years, 10 years, or what have you, ever since Obama graced the office of the president, there's been a lot of different attitudes and characters that come out here lately, man. People showing their true colors. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in the case of a grifter, now I don't know that the colors they display are their true colors. They're colors that are adopted. You know what I mean? And it's a very interesting case study, man, because we've got a whole list of characters. And I just want to, I want to put this video out there, man, and just have it as a placeholder. You dig what I'm saying? A reference point. That should things go a particular way here in about 30 days, I'd like to come back and revisit it so that we can check up on the list of characters, man. You know what I mean? And see exactly what their life is going like, Now, as I say all the time, I keep up with a lot of political content. I try not to make too many political shows and show a certain bias. I'm certainly voting a particular way. But a lot of the things I view out here, man, are just like, they're funny to me. You know what I'm saying? So I make videos about shit I find to be funny. Sometimes I make serious videos where I can't laugh so much. But for the most part, I pick out things that I find have a certain level of hilarity to them. You dig what I'm saying? So, I run across a lot of these people out here, man, and you've got, a cast of characters, everybody from a Candace Owens to a Terrence K. Williams.
Some of y'all gonna hate this and some of y'all gonna love this. If this offends you, move on. If this hurts your feelings, move on. If this triggers you, move on. I don't care. I've been so excited to announce this. I was supposed to last week, but I was busy up in North Carolina helping out with Hurricane Helene, so I didn't get a chance to. But now I finally do. This is my fight pancake mix and my never surrender syrup.
To a Royce White, to a Hodge Twins, to a Laverne Spicer, to a CJ. What is CJ? CJ Pearson. We got Dom Lucas of the world. What is the Michaela Montgomery, I think is her name. Angela Stanton. Of course, you've got the older guys, the Larry Elders and the what's the other guy's name? Doesn't matter. They're all grifters, man. And I wonder, off the Tatum, how did I leave him out? But I look at these people and I wonder, what is their life gonna look like if Donald Trump doesn't win in November, right? Because they always seem to gloss over when you ask them questions or if you poke and prod at them about, what exactly is it about you that makes you feel as though the people that you hold water for, what makes you think that they look at you and don't see the same type of individual that they have some of the wildest remarks and craziest outlooks and stances on? You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
When you insult my intelligence like that,
yeah,
and then when I ask you direct questions in debates and you You do your best Muhammad Ali, dodging and dipping questions and all this type of shit. F you. How about that? F you. I'm not with you.
And then
You think I'm stupid.
Then you tell people to put collard greens in the tub. I wash
Exactly.
collard greens in the
In the
tub.
tub.
So did mama.
You think
But
you
I'm
go,
just saying,
man,
like,
I ain't never in my life heard nobody washing collard greens in a tub. I ain't never in my life heard nobody do that. I don't know. Maybe she making a lot of them or whatever. I ain't never heard of that. You wash them out in the sink. You ain't wash them out in no tub. And like, I want to know, well, maybe that's a Southern thing. I want to know how they clean them chitlins then. Where y'all clean the chitlins at? Don't tell me you clean the chitlins in your bathtub. Nobody doing that. You clean them outside. You clean them chitlins outside because your whole house be smell like a butt.
They hate BLM, everything about BLM. And sure, there's some things you can say about the way the funds went and all that, but, guess what? Heads up, bling, bling, light bulb. Black people as a whole never looked at BLM as anything to disperse any funds, to really gain any ground, any traction out here. And that goes along with this whole presidential process. Now, a lot of people are more involved here lately because we've got a social media world, and so, everyone has their phone in their hands 24 hours a day. So a lot of the content, a lot of the campaigning, it's designed to come through our devices, man, and hit us in a way that gets our attention. So a lot more people are engaged, but, coming from my demographic, man, and just my view on things over the years, they try to get you so caught up in, hey, this person is going to do this person isn't going to do that, this, that, and the third. But from what I've seen, there's never been a significant change in, I won't even just say my life, because it's not just about me, it's more for like a group. I don't know of any significant changes, but that could also be because I've never viewed myself as someone that needed a handout or a hand up, or, you know what I mean? Now, some people do need that, and that's probably a bad definition because it sounds like somebody's just lazy, don't want to do nothing, looking for a handout. That's not the case. People starting businesses, opening shops, first getting into things, being apprentices, everyone needs, little lookouts, man, and heads up, and letting them know what they're privy to in certain aspects of life. So, but I've never looked to government programs to be something to pull me up out of such and such and this, that, and the third. So I've never seen a significant change. You dig what I'm saying? Now, as group wise, yeah, I'm sure you can go out and point out all type of different laws and acts that's been passed that made it better for the gander. You dig what I'm saying? But I've never seen a president come into office and done anything significantly to affect my life. The things that we have problems with, those things require incremental changes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't jump off the bridge about that. But these grifters that we're speaking about, those are the type of things that they use to justify their positions or their pivots. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how much you all keep up with politics, but we have a lady named Anna Kasparian. Now, she loosely fits into this video just for the purposes of her recent pivot, But again, I keep up with a lot of political things. So I started tuning in to these people from TYT years ago. And I said then, I would listen to a lot of their takes, Jank included. And I said, you know what, it's only a matter of time before one or both of them, start their movement to the right side of things. You could just hear, because in my view, progressives, they never really had a solution. They would just take the good parts out of, the Republican plan, the good parts of the Democrat plan, mash them together and say, hey, this is the perfect way forward for the United States, despite not having a way to actually implement those. So I always had a funny outlook on them. But so I had a feeling that it would happen. And sure enough, here lately, Anna Kasparian has came out and made a couple videos, Substack write-up, this, that, and the third, about why she's angry with the left. And apparently because she got bullied. People didn't treat her nicely. And she said that she didn't like the attitude that people had towards people that had some good points or something about Donald Trump. So basically she was bullied, and now she's making her creep over to the right side of things now. That just brought about my whole line of thinking around this grifting thing, because she's obviously pivoting over to go and get that check, because they will pay you to go over there and tout their positions. You know what I mean? They will especially pay a black person that's willing to go over there and basically just, talk about their hate for other black people. The list of people that I named, fit all into that category. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens to these people if Donald Trump does not win in November. Now, here a couple months ago, your favorite troglodyte, Candace Owens, was fired from the Daily Wire. And she went on her little rounds trying to go to all the black spots, the black podcasts and things that were doing well out here. She tried Joe Budden. She went to the Breakfast Club. Roland Martin said he would not have her. But she went on her little press junket, if you will, to try and, I guess, take her opportunity to say, the only reason that black people, you all don't like me is because of the media. The media told you what to think about me. Not that we couldn't just look at her shows and see it actually coming out of her mouth. She says the media fault. But I have a feeling that you've got a couple of more that are not going to have a proper amount of shame. And they're going to try, they're going to try to go around apologizing and saying certain things to make black people feel like, they didn't really mean it, or their words were misconstrued. And, but after saying certain things like this, it's pretty tough to come back from a lot of that, man. You know what I mean? And it'll be an interesting case study if these people, they truly believe that, or they just are the type of person that will lower themselves to a certain level in order to receive financial compensation. And that seems to be the thing with all of them, man. But if that money dries up here in a little while and people start to act like they don't pay, you remember Herschel Walker, right? You hadn't heard his name since 3-4 years ago, right? When Warnock was running over there in Georgia, the Republicans put Herschel Walker retarded ass up. He failed miserably. They shifted him to the side. I think I saw him at the Alabama-Georgia game with Trump a couple weeks ago. But, you get the point. They'll throw you away after they're done with you. So it's got to be an interesting case study, man, just to see what some of these people have to say. If this election doesn't go their way. And I have a feeling that it's not going to go that way. And so, again, I wanted to put this video out here to have a place marker, man, to come back and check in and revisit on my people. And maybe I'll add on to this at some point in the future. But, again, over the river and through the woods, where will the grifters go? This has been That Way with Jack Travis. I'll get at y'all soon. Loud.
Try that in a small town. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. That shit might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. It might fly in the city. Good luck. Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out how